Check, check, check. All right. Am I audible, guys? Can we do a quick audio check? Namaskaram. Rukmini ji, am I audible clearly? Yeah, perfect. All right, I can hear you as well. Sorry for the delay. Let's get started on YouTube as well quickly. Thank you so much. Namaskaram. I just had a comment saying I took Dapper. I'm not in my usual Angavastra. So just give me a second. All right. I hope things are stable. Yes. Okay. Myself out of the frame. Namaskaram. Can we do a quick audio check on YouTube as well, and we'll get started? Am I audible clearly on YouTube? Namaskaram. Namaste. Hare Krishna. Is the audio all right? Yes, perfect. So let's get started. Sorry for the delay once again. We are 4 minutes late, so we'll not wait longer for more people to join in. Wish you all an extremely, what do I wish? Sarvebhyah Swarajya Dinasya Bhurishaya Shubhashayaha. I just realized this morning I was thinking about what to post for Independence Day, and then realized the word independence has the word dependence in it. I realized that who was dependent? It's not like we became independent. It's independence is because when you move out of your house or you grow and get your own job, then you become independent. We did not do that. We drove away some other force which was mooching off of us. So they became independent of us. So I thought, okay, I'll do that, and wished Britain a very happy Independence Day. For us, we became self-governant. We finally, at least politically, to some extent, there are so many theories around that. I am not an expert there in political history, but to whatever extent, we are still speaking that language across the world. It has become the common language. So they were successful to some extent. But thankfully enough, there has been a growing global interest towards what Bharat has to offer once again, and our systems of knowledge are coming to the forefront. So wish us all an extremely auspicious renaissance of sorts, probably a rebirth. So one of those tiny efforts among the many people who are actively contributing in bringing those systems of knowledge back. This is one such tiny effort. And the last week's puzzle of Padavali, I hope you all had fun solving it. If there are any questions, हिंदी में क्यों वीडियो नहीं बनाते हैं? क्योंकि हिंदी मेरी मातृभाषा नहीं है. मैं बोल सकता हूँ हिंदी, लेकिन इतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं हूँ और पता भी नहीं चलता है कि कुछ गलतियाँ हो रहे हैं या नहीं. तो शायद हो सकते हैं, और मैं इसी के लिए जाना जाता हूँ, या मैं इसी को प्रमोट करना चाहता हूँ जहाँ व्याकरण की शुद्धि, उच्चारण की शुद्धि वगैरह हैं. तो आई डोंट थिंक हिंदी I can present stuff without mistakes unless I have some script support, which is thoroughly proofread. संस्कृते वयं वार्तालापं कर्तुं शक्नुमः, परन्तु सर्वेषां तत्र कौशलं नास्ति. तर्हि वयम् इदानीम् आङ्ग्लभाषायाम् एव सम्भाषणं कुर्वन्तः स्मः. That's why we are still speaking in Sanskrit. In English. I hope you all had fun solving this theme, which was the places that Shri Krishna visited during his lifetime. This came on the occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. Interestingly enough, today is Kali's Ashtami. She did not really have a Janma, but she had an avatar. She was an Amsha of goddess Lalita, who came to slay Raktabija, who was an Asura. So today is that day. They say both of them had their avatars on Ashtamis, Krishna and Kali. There are many people online who link the connections between Krishna and Kali, and there is a Krishna Kali form people have come up with. Both of their names have a lot in common. Both are dark, for one. So there is a lot of common symbolism. And today is Kali's Ashtami. We can call it Kali Janmashtami as well, but it's not exactly a Janma that Kali had. So if you are devotees of Kali or upasakas of Kali, there is Kalika Ashtakam, which is an extremely powerful chant, which we did cover on our channel. So do check that out. And that will be the theme for this upcoming week's puzzle. After we solve this, by 8:15 p.m., that will load up. That Padavali puzzle 9 is on Mahakali. Before we go there, let's do a quick recap of what Padavali 8 has been. I hope this was very easy. You had fun solving this. Let's see. And these are different places that Krishna visited during his Janma on earth. Of course, yeah. So yes, Chandrimaji, Kali is, of course, an extremely popular goddess in Bengal. The Dakshineshwar temple and the Kali Ghat temples, very, very popular. And Krishna Bhakti is also very evolved in Bengal. I did do Kalikashtakam in Bengali script as well, in Bangla. So there is that video as well on our channel. You can check that out if you wish to. With that, so some of you who know the stories from Bhagavatam might find all these words easy enough. There is one hidden word which is not so obvious. We'll talk about that. But let's solve these and quickly look at what Krishna did, what happened, some aspects of stories that happened in each of these places. Can we get words that you found here in this, Sanskrit words? Either in the comments or on Zoom. On Zoom, feel free to unmute yourself and tell me the words that you found. Were you able to solve it all? Oh, I'm so sorry. Give me a minute. Yes. Namaskaram. I did not realize that. I'm so sorry. Okay, somebody says perfect. So what is the first word? Any Mathura? Yes. Mathura and Madurai, the Madhura. The word for it is Mathura. So a lot of these places, of course, I think all of these places, not a lot, all of these places still exist across different parts of Bharat. Most of these are now in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat and Delhi itself and Haryana in that belt. But Krishna is a worldwide deity, and if not even in Bharat, of course, in Kanha, Kannaiya, Kannan in Tamil Nadu, he is everywhere. Every child is Krishna in Bharat. Yes, there is Gokulam, Mathura and Gokulam. These are his childhood places. Of course, I see Gokulam. There you go. Childhood places. Born in the erstwhile capital of the Yadavas, Mathura, and Kamsa's incidents. Most of you know the stories, I guess. And then grew up in Gokulam. Then many of his leelas that happened around the belt, that will come up. I see Dwaraka. He went, so Mathura and Gokulam, and then there are some other places that indicate what happened in between. But then, of course, yes, he, because of Jarasandha's repeated attacks in that part of the mainland, they moved towards the coast and formed an island for themselves with the help of Vishwakarma, which was Dwaraka. Where is Dwaraka? Dwaraka. There you go. Dwaraka. Yes. There is Indraprastha. Wonderful. Indraprastham, which is a new formed city that Pandavas built for themselves. which is currently, to this day, is our capital of Delhi, Tehali, Indraprastha, yes. And then, of course, just beside that, there is the previous capital as well, Hasti, and most of us already know it is Hastinapur. Rai does not make sense, so it is Hastinapuram, the capital of the whole Kuru dynasty. Also in Uttar Pradesh or Haryana, no, Uttar Pradesh itself. There is only one place which I think is in Haryana, which is, it's all close by, which is the battle, the grand battle that happened. Of course, it must be there. As soon as I say the battle, you all know where it took place. And it's a very common Tirthayatra place as well. Kshetram, I see. Where is, there it is, Kurukshetram. So he has visited all these places. These are kind of obvious. If once all of you do this, then only 4 letters left. If you see what permutations, combinations, of course, yes, Nehaji. Vrindavanam. Many, by the banks of Yamuna, all the Rasa Leelas, different kinds of divine plays that he did from his very childhood. It was evident to everybody around him that this is not a normal child. This is a powerful, keen, evolved, much beyond human capabilities child. Vrindavanam, yes. Then the others there are only 2 left. 7 out of 9 words are found. There are 2 more left. Yes. Which one, Rukmaniji? Raivardhanam. Let's see. Raivardhanaha. No. Correct. Raiva. Yes. Somebody said, Nehaji said Govardhanaha, which is, we know it still exists. The hill exists. They do Govardhana, Giri Pradakshina. They do a circumambulation around the hill. And Krishna, they say, there could be metaphors. Some people who take it literally can take it literally. They say he lifted the hill up and held it on the tip of his little finger for 7 days and 7 nights. It's described beautifully in multiple Puranas, which are all very poetic descriptions of cosmic truths. That these are things that happened, but beautified in poetic imagery. Some say Krishna took them all into the caves of the hill to protect them from Indra's ire. That makes logical sense, and even that needs enormous mastery to accommodate all the people of the village in the caves of the hill and keeping them safe and keeping them fed to some extent and alive for 7 days and 7 nights. And he did it so effortlessly. In the tip of his little finger, he held it up and protected this entire village, they say. And there is only one word left, which is Raivata Parvata. This does not really directly link to Krishna, but to Balarama. Balarama's wife is Revati, and Revati's father is Raivata. His name was Kakudmi. He was a king of this place called Kushasthali, which was in the same area as Dwaraka, closer to more inland. And it is now known by the name, this Parvata, the hill where Raivata was a king, is now known by the name of Girar. So it is Girar, which is an extremely sacred hill. Is it a hill or a mountain? I would say mountain. It is not an easy climb. I think it's a mountain. It's sacred for the Jains, Buddhists, Hindus, of course. And it is, because it is inland, all those great hills that are inland, big hills and mountains inland, are, of course, more ancient than the Himalayas, which are the youngest mountains in the country, which are still growing. So they are more ancient. Raivata Parvata is more ancient than the Himalayas. It's an extremely sacred space. And to arrange that marriage between Balarama and Revati, Krishna visited Raivata Parvata. This is one word that might have been a little bit of a new word for all of you. Just wanted to include that lore as well in the puzzle. That it is 8:17. So you could explore archived puzzles as you see them here. Or if you go back to the main puzzle and refresh, you will see the puzzle for next week, with the hint for which is Mahakalyai Namaha. There you see to the left both these videos which correspond to this puzzle, which is Kali Kashtakam. The top video is is Devanagari script shlokas and English meanings. The bottom video is Bangla script shlokas and Bangla meanings, or English meanings. I'm sorry, they're not. The translations are not in Bangla. I guess we could not get it done, but they have been received very well. As you can see, about 8 lakh people have watched it. So very happy that they have been received well. This one, how many people? Oh, this is members only. Oh, English one. Let's change it. Let's make it accessible to everybody. Especially because today is Kali Ashtami, let's make it public. All right. Okay, this has been members only, but it's now public, so all of you can make use of both these renditions of Kali Kashtakam, and with the help of it also play the puzzle for this week, which is, if you want extra hint, you can click on this I button. But let's get one word from this, whoever gets the first word, and then we'll close it so that you can relish it in your own time. Anybody who can find a word fastest? I hope it is visible. Oh, let me bring it to the center. Yes, Nidhi ji? Wonderful. Yes, Kapalini is one word. Clearly that could, help you even further in finding more words that relate to Kali in this puzzle. So feel free to do it, enjoy it in your own time, and share it with others. And this is, even to this day, it's only been a couple of months, but as it stands, this is the best Sanskrit word game you can play online on the internet right now. So do share it with those who are interested in Sanskrit and in word puzzles and fun in general. So with that, thank you so much for joining in. If there are any questions on YouTube, we'll look at it now. Otherwise, we'll continue on Zoom. Yes, Rekha ji also found Kapalini. Other ones, let's not solve it now itself. You have fun solving it for yourself. Yes. RVG also had some answers. Yes, wonderful. If you have any questions, we can look at it now on YouTube. Otherwise, we'll end the stream. Mm-hmm. Interesting question. I don't know the exact day on which she comes on Ashtami. She appears on Ashtami. I'm not sure if the battle started on a Prathama or it's on a Purnima. Should be Purnima because Krishna Paksha Ashtami it is the Ashtami on the waxing phase of the moon. I'm not sure if the battle started on a Purnima. I have to double check. But yes, she did appear on the Ashtami Tithi, they say. How many days did the battle last for? Maybe 18 days there also, or 15 days? I'm not sure. The whole Vrittanta, the whole incident is in Devi Mahatmyam. The description goes that, Rakta Bija, that, the main Asura is Bhandasura, the one who denotes chaos and inertia. He sends Shumbha, Nishumbha, Madhu, Kaitaba, different kinds of asuras, one after the other in his army. And Devi also sends different deities in her army, her force, to counter-attack different kinds of asuras that he sends. Of course, once again, these are also very, very metaphorical. Madhu, of course, all of us know is sweetness, and Kaitabha is bitterness, kadva ya katu in Sanskrit. So Madhu and Kaitabha are metaphors for those which we find sweet and those we find bitter, our ups and downs of life, or our addictions and aversions, likes and dislikes. And Rakta Bija is a metaphor for rajas as a guna, that every drop that falls, every drop of blood that falls down from him, a new Rakta Bija pops up. So the unending web of karma, that you do one little act and have a desire and attachment towards that result, then that results in further karma, and that results in further karma, and so on. And Kali is the one who quells it all at its root, drinking it all up. So everything that we do as acts, every rajasic deed that happens, if we do it, offer it to Kali, she drinks up the karma that results from it and offers us liberation. So that is one of those metaphors there. About the date itself, I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Yeah. Yes, it's the same Vrittanta, Bhandasura Vrittanta, yes. There is Mahishasura. Mahishasura is Durga. Yes. Devi Mahatmyam refers to the mother goddess Shakti, who rides on her Ratha, which is the Shri Yantra. So the symbolism is so beautiful. So it is Shakti riding on her Ratha, which is the Shri Yantra. The Shri Yantra is the body and Shakti is the goddess within. The Shri Yantra is a one-to-one correlation between how the human energy system is. So if we want to look at these stories, I mean, all of us here who think of ourselves as intellectual individuals who have an evolved mental capacity, so it is sweet, it is extremely heartfelt to look at her as the mother of all of creation, who is extremely compassionate, who has 4 arms and who is fighting on our behalf, and taking the tongues of asuras out and stretching them out and vanquishing them. But if we really want to look at it and make use of it and have, if our intellect comes in between saying, oh, how could this even be true? It is, of course, a metaphor for taking charge of forces and powers within our own selves. Shri Yantra being the human body, Shakti being the energy that is within us and in all of creation, which is manifest as material creation. All of this is what is in a story format depicted in these Puranas. All right. With that, thank you so much for joining in once again. Very happy Swarajya Divas to everybody. Swatantrata Divas. And independence, very happy independence to the British. Good riddance. Namaskaram. I'll see you in the next live stream.